Video number 3 of the build series of the ASW15 from Airworld. Last video we mounted the elevator and the rudder. Now it's nearly finished. I just have to adjust a little bit the rudder, but we can go on with the front of the aircraft. Now I have to start to work on the canopy. A lot of work on this one because everything is not perfectly adjusted. I have to adjust it. No big deal, but the first thing is to do is to attach and find the right position, put a pin in the front and the hook in the back. The hook in the back is the Wemo hook with all the set for it. This is going behind the below the wings. And that's the front part is already on the spring, super easy, and we'll see how it mounts. I will do the work now, quite early in the build, because I want to have easy access to the back part of the top roof of the fuselage, because if I glue this one, then it's going to be a little bit more difficult to access and glue all the part to come here. As well here, a lot of sanding, finding solutions to make it even all around the canopy. I'm preparing the edge for the canopy. Is a Wemo set. Is all prepared. You have a different size of the wood to adjust the height of the for the canopy. There is some holders you can glue inside. I think you can put on both sides, either this way and you put the cables after, or just glue all together. Maybe I would just glue it like this directly in the fuselage. And at the end you can cut the cable, of course, and you have the little ball to help you to catch the cables to pull to unlock the canopy. And at the end of the cables, you have the balls. The ball just pull, and you have a perfect insert to make it perfect in the fuselage. The canopy is going on. I made the pin in the front is a 5 millimeters carbon tube with reinforcement here in the front of the for the fuselage. Like this, the pin goes in, and it's nice and easy. On the side as well, I mount 2 holders for the little pin in the middle of the canopy. This is just micro balloon, sand it. I think I will sand it a bit more to be very nice with the fuselage. Here we can see the Wemo system mounted with the wood holders, and in the back as well. Some holders, made a new one, a big one, just to fit the exit and to make a nice curve. You can see as well 3D printed cable holders for the tech and for the cables from the servo from the back. The support of the wing tube is installed. It was just at the right size, just cut, and was at the edge of the inside of the fuselage, reinforced from with some cotton and fiber cut. With the epoxy, I put a piece of wood just to make the hold, and the holder for the wings will be going through this part here. Starting to work on the cockpit. Here is the instrument panel. It's just a sample printed quickly in with the 3D print machine. I'm planning to leave a little border here on for the panel to go just under it and to make a little border. All this part will be, the center part will be cut. I keep at the side, and I will put some handles on the side most probably. The cockpit panel is on the way with all the instruments. The switch I will do separately, but the flight deck is going on. I use the texture of the plate to make the effect on the cockpit panel. It will disappear a bit, I think, with the paint, but it makes a little bit of texture on top. And the instrument panel, we put the screw around, and the job is done. The landing gear is ready to be installed inside the model. The servo is a CS Power 35 kilos, the DS-R003B with his own servo armed and 3 millimeters. I also prepare the gabarit to cut the door. I should work according the landing gear, make it a bit larger. We'll see about the size at the end, but should be something like that. I'm ready to cut the door of the landing gear. I did 3D print to make it more precise. Hopefully it works. We'll see how it goes. I did the job, not too bad. I used the Proxon with the semispheric blade. It's just vibrating, but it cut. It's quite thick glass at this part. The gabarit was perfect. Looks like it's a good job. I'm happy. Remove the scotch, the gabarit. Hopefully everything is fine. Looks like. The gabarit was 3D printed, warmed up to take the shape of the fuselage. Hopefully the curve doesn't make a curve as well for the straight line. But anyways, along the fuselage, then it looks okay. Maybe too much here in the corner. Not too bad. But the job is done. A bit scary. First time doing this. Yeah, it's perfect. Good. Since we removed the ASW15 landing gear, Airworld is providing a piece of fiber which make the exact match with the fuselage on the bottom, and from the below I draw the landing gear doors. Now I just have to cut the landing gear doors. I'm installing the Schembeck kit. It's all set with the reinforcement, the tube for the door, the hook as well to connect to the door. You see on the next video what I will mount. At the end of the day, I mount a 3D printed lip for the door as well. I will do one for the front and see how it goes. But for the time, it goes very well. To do the lip here, I use a 3D printer to make it the curve. I'll show you. I took the fuselage from this side, and then on this side I made a picture from above. Put it on the computer. You see the picture with the centimeters like this. I can put it to the scale, and this is the part I designed. If you remove the cabanas, you get the part designed directly on the picture. The door system is complete. Some adjustment has been needed to make the door to open. The door was in fact getting stuck just here, but on both sides. But now everything looks good. They open very well, and just need to install the rest of the landing gear. And the landing gear create this plastic part. In fact, this one is a little bit too big here, but the 3 millimeters one is just 3 millimeters extra here. Is serves to hold this part against the wood and to get it flush with this part like this. The gear will be hold it in the back with this one, and hold it in the front with the white 3D print part, and you cannot move forward or back. The gear is inside the glider, and need to reinforce, of course, with the micro balloon and the epoxy, but the gear is working perfectly. The door as well from below will close with the lip will stop. It's a good job. I'm happy. Very nice. Epoxy mixed with Tixotropic and micro balloon, which make the job. Now is the big job to cut the nose. The nose is not totally round, and made some cabaret to check where I can put the prop. I did this 3D printed. Is the future spinner coming here, plus 3 millimeters on the side here on each side, and then now I have to find the right position and the axis of the engine accordingly. Yeah, from Schambeck, the scale spinner mounted on the axis of 8 millimeters of the TORCMAN motors. We can see the gap between the two, which make easier to guide the axis inside the nose and find the right position. I'm preparing the install of the prop or the spinner. I did a 3D print part here to be able not to put the engine, because the engine is too heavy, and then to adjust the front frame here and the prop much easier. I did as well a 3D printer to put the axis of the engine in the fuselage. The axis going down to the nose, the first frame, with the other 3D print guiding the frame, and the forward frame will be glued very soon with the spinner in the front, and then sand the nose to adjust it perfectly with the side of the fuselage. Everything is glued in the glider. Super nice setup, super easy to remove the engine. 3M4 screw to make the engine hold in place, plus the ball bearing in the front. It's the good time to mount the towing hook. This is the Wemo towing hook with the servo holders. The real problem, and the only problem I have, is that there is the bar to hold the door of the landing gear, which will be just at the limit of the center of the axis of the servo, and I will just put it a few millimeters away. Like this, it will be quite in the center. Of course, the hook will be in the center. This Wemo system is quite a nice setup. There is a wooden plate which will be glued on the bottom of the gliders. There is 4 screws holding the servo mount. The servo plate is installed. Of course, as well, the hook in the front with some carbon to reinforce the front of the fuselage. I'm working on the side of the canopy. I did a primer, sand it. The cockpit frame is also ready for the paint. Is adjusted. Now is pretty much 1 millimeter, 1.5 millimeters all along the borders of the fuselage. And I will make a primer as well, sanding, and all painted black. I put 2 support holders on the side of the, quite in the nose of the gliders. I will, it's made to, this is just a sample to have a look, but this is to hold the future X at this position under, make a square is the IBEX coming here. It will be a little bit longer as well here to make the cables going down and along the fuselage. But the IBEX will be quite up in the fuselage, below the cockpit panel, and the engine cable will come up just on top and connect it here on the top, and the IBEX under it. The cockpit panel is nearly complete. I draw the ASW15 cockpit panel with the Fusion 360. This is the first plate I printed. Was just to see the size inside the fuselage. Then a couple of sample laders with different variation and different idea behind as well, with the spacer here to get more possibility to glue the panel inside the canopy. Finally, the cockpit panel is coming into pieces. Keep the finish of the printer. It's printed in this way. I keep it at the finish like this. I painted. This one is a anthracite gray. Say this is black. The screw is 1.7 M1.7 screws. Looks good. As well, I did some stamp plate to make it the square screws around the instruments. The instrument itself is from Aileron. I bought it at the Jet Power this year. Maybe it's not the best, but I don't have any color printers anymore. Then I had to find some instruments. I will cut those one a little bit bigger than they are, and they will be glued in this part. I have also just to show an example. For example, with this tachymeter, I will go like this inside, just glue in the middle, and then with this I will make the finish around like this. Of course, behind the panel will be the glass, if I can say so. Then with the glass and this panel, which I have to paint here still when it's gonna be finished, and I get the instrument like this. I give a little bit of depth inside the instrument, some reflect of the glass. I think it looks good. I have as well small switches. Will place a different part of the panel. Gives a bit of a three-dimensional effect. Maybe some stickers, and there is gonna be a ball. I think this ball is to open the canopy, at least in the first version, because all the glass of the ASW15 was coming off, like in the model. In fact, it was not attached at all to the model. A little support on these, painted in red. The release ball as well will be mounted on the cockpit panel. And that's the final result. Quite happy. It looks really with like some depth inside the screen. We'll maybe just painting gray the switches to make the final finish. But the panel is ready to glue inside the glider. This is my setup for the radio, the Jeti radio, 2 receiver, and the Voltario T70 for the battery supply. Is a Rex12 Rex3. Use them on dual pass with the cable joining the 2 receiver together. I will also get 2 Lion battery connected. That's the big one I use on the other gliders. I will do the same one, but just a single 2S battery, but 2 times connected to this T70 from one side, and from the other side, one plug will go directly on the battery for the Rex12. The other one is the telemetry, but it supply powers as well, directly as well on the Rex12. I will split the servos accordingly on the two receivers. The Rex12 is the primary, Rex7 is the secondary. They are all receiving the signal from the radio, but mainly the Rex12, we get ailerons, airbrakes, the elevators, and some telemetry as well. The engine, everything will be driven by the Rex12. The Rex7 will get the gear, the rudder, and the dual pass signal, and the hook for the tow. The good thing with the dual pass is that if I lose the Rex12, everything will still work. Is the Rex7 will take over to make the whole system working. I'm not sure if you get the telemetry from this one. I don't think so, but I'm not sure. But if you lose the Rex7, then you lose the secondary part of the model, like the gear, the rudders, and the hook, and but the rest will work without problem with the telemetry as well. Getting ready to paint the inside. Put the tape all around. Of course, now we'll finish the taping around the nose. The gear is made as well. Do the door separately. I used is like anthracite gray, nearly black. It's a little bit shiny inside, and that's as a first layer, maybe 2 layers on this one, and then just a little touch of granite on top to make the rough effect on the inside of the fuselage. That's it. Will be painted in this gray here. It's gonna be a bit different than the rest of the inside. Like, it makes a difference between the two. The instrument panel as well has been painted with this one. Still have to fill all the gaps and prime, and I will paint the seat as well. The paint is complete. I pre-installed the landing gear. This is the tow hook servos. Here comes the ESC. What I have to do now is to connect the engine with the ESC directly here on the top of the fuselage. Down below I have to fix the hook with the epoxy micro balloon. I have to adjust the seat and put the magnet. Continue and finish these servos to make it serviceable. The landing gear here, part to all the landing gear has been painted. Landing gear is pretty much ready. On the left side of fuselage, I will put the Rex3, the Rex12 on the right side of the fuselage. As well, the wings connector is going on. We make an indent for the plug. The EWC9 plug is getting ready. Will be glued 2 screws to hold everything in place. I discovered that one pin of the servo here is not working at all. Makes this plug totally unusable. I'm preparing the servo lead for the wings with the Mcotec. This is as well the power box cables. It's quite simple. Is the lead, the cable is just connected to a plug with the sign of the plus and minus and the signal. And on the other side, the normal plug going in the receiver. The trick here is these little labels I did, ailerons, brakes, flaps. Is made with this P-Touch 1250, and they have a cartridge who makes this label. They are 8.8, a bit tight. Maybe the 12 is better, but it works for the cables very well. I use them just to get a reference when everything will be in the snake skin. Put everything in the snake skin, go in the fuselage, and be ready to connect to the receiver. It's time to install the prop positioning from IBEX. It's quite a long cables going from the ESC to the little magnet, very small, few millimeters. As well, this is the opposite magnet, which will sense the sensor and stop the prop just at this position. For this, I design a system that I put on the engine with the hole and the magnet here, which will be positioned right at the right position here to make it possible to stop the prop. To position this magnet very precisely, I designed a masterpiece, which is just able to hold this bar going inside the fuselage like this. And with this, I can measure here the perfect dimension where I need to put the magnet. And the head is this one, is exactly this, minus 4 millimeters. Then I just have to get the end of this minus 4 millimeters, and I will glue this top on the bar, and it will be right perfect when I will mount the engine support with the other magnet. To make it very clear, this is the part who will be mounted on the engine. As well, there is a little bit of play to adjust exactly where the prop will be mounted, and the magnet should fall right in front of the other one, and it's quite easy to mount, to dismount the engine as well. It's quite easy system. I'm quite happy. Now he's gluing. We'll see how the masterpiece goes out, but it should be no problem. But I'm quite happy. This is the final setup mounted. It's going to be just perfect 1 millimeters about between the two magnets. Maybe I will reprint this part because I don't like it too much, or I paint it. We'll see how I will do. But the system is mounted and it will work perfectly. Now the cable is super long with the extension plus the connection to the ESC. Most probably I will make it shorter to have a direct access to the ESC. It's about right here in the three-dimensional side. Is around here. Then I need maybe 10 centimeters, and will be perfect at the end. This is how I did, instead of the clevis, install the for the rudder. This is for fishing. Is to prolong cables or something like that. Here you get maybe the number if you want to find it, and simply hook on the rudder on with a little bit of hitch ring to make it nice. Then it's quite easy to remove the rudder as well. We'll see if it works, if it's strong enough. But it looks like, I make some tests, and it looks super strong. It's time to do the glass. Starting to cut the first edge of it. To make some marks, that's plus and minus, just to fit on the top of the canopy. And we'll adjust it slowly. Now I pre-cut the glass. I tape it on the fuselage of the ASW15, and this blue tape is marking the edge of where I should cut this glass, and should fall exactly on the frame of the canopy. The glass is in place. A lot of work, really a lot of work. I think it was all the afternoon to cut and sand. I don't think I have the right technique, but it's not too bad at the end. But sanding, adjusting all the time to make the glass fitting on the fuselage. Then glue with the E6000. which is quite okay with this glue to make it 24 hours to let it dry, and the job is made. Now, of course, the next step is the painting. I made a first border here, but this is the just the protection tape. Just protect all this part, and then I will put the 6mm inside to make the real border. When it's gonna be painted, I will be able to remove just the border around and leave the protection. Like this, the paint will should go a little bit flatter on the glass. The nose is an idea of paint all red in the nose, and the ASW15, the first trial on the cut vinyl cut, looks not too bad, but some adjustments. It's getting ready for paint. Of course, as well, the tail. It's difficult to know where to put the flag, but according to the videos, you can put the flag pretty much where you want. There is no specific design for it. Is as you're liking. Also, the wing tip is ready. The wings are covered. This is the rudder and the elevator tips as well. The prop, the spinner, everything is ready to be painted today. It's time for the paint. The fuselage controls and everything, wings are prepped for the paint, and I build in the garage a painting room. Hopefully it doesn't go away, but it looks okay for the time. And like this, I can paint all the glider inside because the weather is really bad outside. Then first try to do like this. There is no ventilation, but there is not so much paint to do. Then with the mask and the equipment, I will be safe and fine to paint inside this new painting room. The seat as well is getting finished. There is some handles, homemade handles. According to the picture found on the internet, I make the support for the command. And in fact, the trick here to make this is a piece of paper. I mean the white paper. And in fact, my wife did that just to joking about it, but it was looking good. I keep it. I put it attack glue on it. It became super hard, and painted. Well, it looks good, I think. Not too bad as well. The handles here made, and the seat, the headrest. This is a simile tissue. It looks like this, the real one. And there is glue with the 6000. Of course, the seat is on the way. I ask somebody to do the cushion. I will make it up to here because I like it. And yeah, the seat is complete. I'm gluing the cover for the wheel. Homemade covered carbon. First time is not perfect, but for a first try, he makes the job. I can always do another one. In the meantime, it's glued with the E6000. E6000 plus. This glue is a little bit over the border, but with the finger at the end, you can scrap the glue away. Then it looks perfect. And Maybe I'll do another one shortly when I finish the glider, because I had a lot of problem with the fiber to go around the shape. But after some polish, some sanding, some testing, it's okay. I will say like this. Of course, it's not professional. From 2-3 meters far away, you will see carbon covers. I think it's not too bad. This time the seat is completely finished. The cushion just arrived and is made with 2 layers of simili leather, like the headrest. The headrest is just glued, but this one is 2 layers. There is a little bit of cotton inside to make it a bit smooth, but just enough to make the appearance to be a bit puffy. But the seat is complete like this. The cockpit is complete. The panel is holding with 2 Velcro, but is holding as well with the cover of the cockpit panel. The seat is held by 2 magnets. And the job is done. Super happy. The nose as well is complete. The top positioning in place and screw in place. See the different elements work perfectly. The nose is painted. The spinner is painted. The props and the 18 prop as well, they are painted, but they are coming up to here. Then there's a little part of the prop is white to be hidden inside the color of the fuselage. I also made a different accessory for the fuselage. This, for example, is the antenna to hold the antenna in the fuselage. There is this is for the door of the landing gear, and some fixation. One is with a tear strap, and this one they are open just to put the cable inside, and all this in the fuselage. It makes the installation quite easy. In the fuselage it looks like this. This is the holder for the cable, snake skin with the tear strap above, and then it will make the cable in a position. There is the door here as well. There is a hook for the elastics. The door holder with the elastic, the one I showed you before. They are all installed. For the antenna, there is the RX3 here, with the 2 antennae here. One for the Rex12 with the long cable is over there, and one in the front under this panel. This is the end of the third video about the build series of the ASW15. We did the fuselage. Next video will be the wings. If you like the video, don't forget to make a thumbs up. If you're interested about the rest of the build series, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video. Ciao.